What's good, peeps? Big shout out to everybody who tunes into this one. This is going to be the fail after fail on the Watch and Talk. Um, Mostly from the fact that my little hose was not cooperating with me, and it was building up pressure where my right hand is right now. It was building up pressure, and so it kept getting loose. And so, as you guys will be able to see in a little bit, that happens. So I'm sure that was fun. Just look up, I'm like, damn it. Um, and so I'm like, all right, cool. That was it, right? But no, it gave me issues again and again. But I was able to continue. I was in a bit of a rush because I had just come back from my walk, and I needed to wash the car and then log in to start working. But other than that, I mean, it went pretty smooth. The car, as you guys can tell from the earlier footage, it's pretty bad. Yeah, from just fires and ashes. Even though we're not very close to them, um, it it travels. It's kind of scary if you think about how much it, you know, whether it's that or bacteria or other stuff that travels. Um, that's when the hose again exploded. I got my whole entire face wet, and so I had to go and turn off the water, get a screwdriver, put the soap thingy back again, um, and then it did it to me one more time, and then after that it was fine. Um, so I definitely do need to get a better connection. That's what it is, and I should definitely invest in a pressure washer so that way the materials that I have there are actually used appropriately, not a Mickey Mouse with a water hose. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary to just see the how things travel. I think the closest fire to us is probably like about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. That one would be the Yucaipa, that's in Inland Empire. So we're in Orange County, so that's about an hour and a half, I think, drive. And as you guys can tell, there's you know a little bit of ashes on the car, but um, overall the car's looking okay. I I try to give it a nice little rinse here and there, but kind of been slacking as of lately, and so finally I kind of want to do this. So yeah, today I just wanted to discuss how the internet is so big, and what I mean by that is there's so much out there that people are doing that it's kind of unbelievable. Last time I was doing work, and I always like to put like the lo-fi music on the background. So the Chill Cow, the Study Girl, or just different channels. And I must have. Oh, there you go. It happens again. Ah, shit. But yeah, I go and I fix it, and it doesn't give me any issues anymore. but but so I must have put something about study or study with me or study music, and so then this channels, a couple channels came up, and they're called Study with Me. Literally, all they do. Um, I don't. I'm assuming that they're live streams for 3 hours, 4 hours. There was one for 10 hours, and they don't say anything. They're just facing the person, and that person's just on their computer. Apparently working. There's no music. Just that, and they'll have like a little 5 minute break. Um, and then, yeah, maybe they'll get up and they'll put a little bit of music for 5 minutes, or whatever the case may be, and then they come back and then they sit down again, and they just go to work for the next 45 to an hour. Look it up if you guys don't believe me. They don't have they don't have 20 views. They don't have 100,000. They have like millions of views, and I'm like, what in the world? There's somebody out there who I guess enjoys the fact that they can put that person on their laptop and then just do something else in either another monitor or put it on the TV, and then you can just do work on the laptop. Um, Kind of eye opening. I'm not hating on it in the sense that, oh, I think it's dumb. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's a pretty awesome idea that somebody thought about that, and so kind of that's the point that I wanted to bring. The reason why you're staring at me, trying to maneuver a hose, and And so this is the second time I did the soap. The first time I did the soap just because of the ash, so I wanted to make sure I wanted to rinse it out. And then it's the second time I put the soap. I don't have any issues with the gun this time. And then I won't rinse it out. I start cleaning it with the bucket soap. But yeah, I definitely wanted to do it the first time just with the soap and then rinse it out so that way it would take a bit of dust and dirt to the ground. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's pretty cool that somebody's, willing to do that. And like I said, that's the reason why some of you guys are watching this video and listening to this because I don't know, it's relaxing. For me, at least, it's relaxing. That's how I told you guys. I always watch Obsessed Garage, and actually, right now he has a pretty cool series. If you guys have a, whether you like him or dislike the guy, because I know he's very opinionated, and he always lets you know, well, this is my channel, and if you don't like it, you don't have to watch my channel. But he recently got a GT4, came in, and obviously, due to his following, the dealer allowed him to go and pick it up and do a whole entire video series, and they gave him permission to pick it up. They did not take any stickers off, anything. Everything was there, and he did a long series about what his plans are. Um, they installed the front lip and all the other goodies that I guess the car doesn't come with since they're transported. They don't want the lip getting stuck or something like that, and they allowed him to record all that. And so I think I again, I'm not hating on that either. I think that's pretty cool that they allowed him, um, for him to be able to do that. And he's been putting in the work for many years cleaning cars. And whether you think he's the best or not, that's besides the point. The point is that he started doing something that, with the help of Adam LZ, I'll put it out there. But even before that, he had a few subscribers when I found him. Um, he's been able to develop something. It goes back to the idea of the internet so big, and so now he doesn't do wealth management anymore. Now he focuses on selling cleaning products, um, and so he found a niche, and that's kind of how it develops. And so, like I said, if you guys have time, you can check out his GT4 came in. He's in part 2 right now. I think there's gonna be 4 parts. He already has it at home. I want to say on part 2. I haven't been able to watch the entire thing, and he's gonna start doing his cleaning, and then after that he's gonna do some compound and putting his Obsessed Garage spec on it. And I like that. That's the reason why I do these wash and talks, because there's something relaxing about um, you know just seeing, I guess, the before and the after product. That's to me the thing that I like the most. When I work as a custodian, I really wish I could have recorded going into a classroom that was a complete hot mess, and then cleaning, and then at the end showing the end result, because it's very, very satisfying for me. Cleaning has always been like a therapy lesson. I don't do it when I'm supposed to. Like, if you ask my wife, she would tell you that nope, that's not true. But that's besides the point. I do clean once in a while. She won't admit it, but I clean once in a while. But overall, I like the cleaning aspect. I think it's very therapeutic, especially when you're not in a rush. Um, Side note, I really, really, really like the way the color of the car was showing on with this, I guess, percentage of light hitting it. That's exactly the color that I wish it would stay. But once it gets, a little bit warmer, it turns a little bit more gray. This you can still tell that there's a blue in there, but it is what it is. I've said that many times, and I enjoy this color here. But yeah, I mean, it goes back to there's really no reason why you can't be doing something. Now, whether you want to do something that wants to bring millions and millions of people, then that's different, and that's a whole different reason you would want to do something. But I'm a strong believer that you do something that you enjoy, and then a few people will tune in. I mean, there's enough of everybody for everyone type of thing. I get to meet different people and learn about the cars that they like, and then they start naming cars, and I'm like, damn, we like the same exact cars. They'll say the Lotus Elise, the Porsche, the 86, even lowriders. And there's other people that won't say those cars. They'll say things like Mustang or et cetera, et cetera. And so the point is, if you build a channel based on Mustangs, you'll find somebody that loves Mustangs and they'll join in. The same thing when it comes to a lot of people who often ask me, like, hey man, like, I want to start a channel. How do I go about it? And I said, well, so the question is, I want to start a channel, and what should I do it on, right? So those, and I don't know how to start. And so those are the three main things that I often get asked. And so the number one thing is, so you want to start a channel. Uh, just letting you know, if you're trying to do it for the money, it'll take time. It's not impossible, but it'll take time. No, it's not for the money. Okay, cool. Second, I don't know what to do now. On. Okay. Well, sometimes when we say, well, what do you like? And they say, well, I'm not sure. I don't know what I like. I like a lot of different things. My response is always the same, and it's very simple. Look at your feed, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube. Look at it. What are you watching? Who are you watching? Well, I watch this and I watch that. Okay, then you do something like that. Well, I'm not as talented as them. Well, that's up to you to decide whether you're gonna give it a try or not. Whether you're as talented as them, you actually don't get to decide. The viewers get to decide that. There's a reason why at this very moment, Obsessed Garage has way more people tuning into these watching talks than people tuning into mine. But it's not a fair comparison either, because one, he's dealing with more high-end cars. Two, he's been doing it for way longer than I have. And three, he had Adam LZ on his videos a couple times, and Adam LZ gave him a couple of shout-outs. Yeah, of course he's gonna have more viewers. But ultimately, like I mentioned to you guys, it's about building your own community. And so if you get stuck on the numbers, then yeah, you're never gonna do it, because you're like, well, I don't know anybody and nobody knows me. And that's one of the questions that I always get asked, like, well, how did you get started? I'm like, I don't know anybody. To this day, I still don't, as you guys can tell, it's been parked under a tree a lot. So I need to do an engine bay cleaning. I'll probably do that next time, but the last time I did it, the car wouldn't turn on. So I'm kind of scared. And Armando broke my distributor. So my distributor is cracked. And I just put it back together. And the car still turns on, so I don't know. I'm a mess. But anyways, yeah, like, you just have to start it. And for me, it's always like, look at the feed that you're looking at. And for me, I like car interviews. I like when people talk about the cars. I like a little bit of, the smoking tire, where people do road. They're having a discussion or a review while they're driving, and so that's why I've done the driving talks and the watching talks. And I love detailing build videos. Some of my favorite. To me, they're just very therapeutic. And then I like long podcast type of things, like the Joe Rogans of the world, because then I can put it in the background and just listen to it while I'm doing something else, or when I'm on my walks in the mornings. And yeah, mostly in the mornings. And I'm able to, when my wife runs, I'm able to just put on my headphones and walk with Chubbs and drink my coffee, and it's just super mellow. Like I mentioned to some of you guys, I don't really listen to the news. I don't have time for that. There's enough negativity going on in the world. I don't need to be reminded every 2 seconds of how bad the world is. It's good to be informed, but to an extent, my personal opinion. Unless, which brings me to my next point, unless that's what's on your feed and that's what you like. If you tell me, I love politics, it doesn't matter what side of the ring you are, left, right, which, sadly that we need to be on each side. It should be one unit, one group, trying to make a country better. But no, nowadays it's divided. And so I would tell you, man, if your thing is politics, then go for it. Like, that's just not my thing. Then whether you watch Fox News or you watch CNN or whatever the hell you watch, that's cool. Like, that's what you want to do, then create a channel about politics. Then comes the next thing. Well, I don't know how to get started. And the way to get started is very easily. I'll tell you guys. Grab your phone. You can download HitFilm 4 Express, the free version, for Mac, for Windows, doesn't matter. That's what I use. I don't pay. I don't believe in going and getting all this expensive equipment. Uh, no, just start off a little bit. A lot of you guys tune in way early to the journey before we had a mic, before we had a GoPro, before anything, right? So don't even worry about that. And once you do that, then you can just learn how to edit. There's a lot of people that edit through their phone. I don't even know how to edit through my phone, but I guess what? A quick YouTube search would give me those answers, I'm sure. Um, and so then lastly, who's gonna watch type of thing. Going back to the politics example. Well, there's already enough channels that are, about politics. They love to use the word saturated, and when I mean they, I mean people that either tried it and it didn't work for them because they gave up too quickly, or people that are already doing it that don't want more competition. I'll be the first one to tell you guys, if tomorrow, and I've told so many different people, so this doesn't apply just to Orange County. If there's somebody out there from, Canada, let's say Rob wants all of a sudden to do interviews, why not? I don't own this platform. I don't own none of this, man. Like, why would I interview Honda just like you? Do it. You know, I won't say names, but there's this YouTuber who has a big following, and he started doing. I don't want to say similar stuff to what I was doing, and he's getting amazing cars, and his channel has continued to blow up because of it, because people like stories, and it's something that he had never done in the past, and so now that, you know, I guess couldn't travel, couldn't do certain things, he started doing it. It's working for him, and it's cool in the sense of I'm able to learn about some of the builds that honestly they probably wouldn't come to my channel just because I don't have the following that he has. But nevertheless, I'm able to learn about a different type of vehicle out there, and a different story, and so that goes to show you guys, like, if I stop today because certain people are not willing to show their vehicles in my channel, but then next week they're in so and so's channel, this is a waste of time. No, it's not. I mean, it's whatever you want to make out of it, and that's what I'm telling you guys. If your feed comes up with cooking, and you like cooking and you like cars, why not? Why not do that? I mean, or buddy Brandon from Victorville, his YouTube channel is called Steak and Speed Garage, but he doesn't upload that often, and he's busy. I'll give him that. He works. He has his own company, and he's building some awesome cars, and um, he's always cooking, and so that's why he created another Instagram page for cooking. But I told him, like, people would love to see more update from you while you cook and while you work on cars, because it's even those two different things, they're both require you to work with your hands. They're both interesting. There's a process to it. Obviously, when it comes to cooking, he seems to know exactly what he's doing, and the food looks delicious. And the same thing, he's building all-wheel drive Integra. He's rebuilding Miley, his 1990, I want to say, Civic EF all-wheel drive. He picked up another wagon, and now he's gonna do that all-wheel drive as well. I mean, the guy is going insane when it comes to projects. So all he needs to do is put it on a camera and upload it. But I get it. There's just so much. There's just so much that he's doing. But this is pretty much for anybody else out there. If you like, I don't know, if you like playing football, and you like swimming, look it up. Look at your feed. I'm sure you'll find different channels that are doing similar things, and so, unless you don't want to. If you don't want to, well, yeah, you don't have to. But this is directly to the people that are constantly thinking like, man, or 2020 is too late for me to start a YouTube channel. My No, it's not. Think about it. This platform has only been here for 15 years. When you compare that with TV, you realize that this platform is not even in infancy. It's still a little tiny fetus with so much more potential. And every day there's going to be more platforms that come out that will allow you to share your creativity, and don't let other things stop you. And so Those are just my 2 cents. That's the reason why I want to share how the internet's so big. Just know there's a channel out there where it's legit. It's called Study With Me. There's multiple channels, and they seem to be getting a lot of views. So don't let that discourage you guys. So I really appreciate you guys always tuning in. All right, guys. I'll finish up the other 2 sides, and I'm gonna put my stuff away because I gotta go into work in about 20 minutes. So I'm in a little bit of a time crunch. But just want to say thank you for joining the live streams and continuing to support the interviews. I really appreciate it. And if you're out there thinking of doing something similar to what I'm doing, or completely different, whether it's cooking or cleaning or minimalist or finance or whatever, like go ahead and start it. You're not gonna you will not know what it becomes until you start doing it, and you will have definitely people who will not be cheering you on as much as others. But there's always going to be somebody out there who's going to be cheering you on, and so I appreciate all of you guys who tune into the Washington Talks, and thank you, Noah, for pushing me to do this ones. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.